Cheers everyone, g'day. Sorry I'm a couple of minutes late. I was downstairs letting our dogs out. One is really old and she just takes forever. My cup today, oh my gosh, look how cute is this thing. Okay, so I went to World Market. It's obviously you can tell I'm born and raised in Australia, although some people say Boston or England, but I'm actually Australian and well, American now. But so I go to World Market to get my Vegemite. Well, I haven't been since before COVID, and I went and I saw that cup and I was just like, that is so cute. So, oh, that was not a good face. Okay, so oh my gosh, I hope I'm going live in the right thing. Do you ever get on here and think, oh, I'm in the wrong spot? Oh no, I'm in the right spot. Yes. Okay. Okay, so celebration. It's over. It's gone. It's done. What's not done though is the mini catalog. What? So we've got 50-ish stamps in here, stamp sets. And now some of them, the punches or the dies are not available right now, but most of that's coming back into stock within the next 1 to 3 weeks. So there's a couple of things not coming back, like the clover punch, that's not coming back. But the mini is alive and well. Still lots of good stuff to take advantage of in there. What else is happening? Online exclusives. If you go to my Facebook, well, you're in my Facebook page. This is Facebook Live. Don't mind the hair. It's crazy today. So, first time forever they've done this online exclusive program, and they've dropped a bunch of items for sale into the online store. And part of that was the Irresistible Blooms suite. And if you're trying to order that, you might see it says inventory running low. And that is because the little frosted dots, these things, are actually running low. So that would make the suite run low. But everything else seems to be fine in inventory. That's in just one day. Everything's while supplies last that we know of. They may, Stampin' Up may or may not bring stuff back into stock. Yeah, we just don't know what's what. So this is new for everyone. It's new for Stampin' Up. It's new for us. And we'll just figure it out as we go along. But today, I'm going to bring you these super cute cards. Let me show you. Using the Irresistible Blooms fun stamp set. It's actually really cute. At first, I was like, oh, it's another flower. But you know what? It's a cute flower, number one, and then the fonts are just gorgeous. And then the actual sentiments themselves, I love. Like, I couldn't be happier to have you as my friend. Thank you, hello, hooray, it's your day. So, really fun sentiments. The paper is, oh, sorry, my Alexa just went off. I guess, trying to tell me that there's a storm coming. So, these cards were designed by a friend of mine, and I have permission to use them. And so this is my kit class that you can get enough supplies to make 2 of each of these cards. All the die cutting's done for you, all the paper is cut for you, or the cardstock's ready to go. What's not done is the stamping. If there's any stamping, then that won't be done. So like this one, you just won't get the actual stamped image, and there won't be the dots unless you purchase an order of $35. No, to get the card kit is $35 before shipping and tax. To get some dots, if I can get them, they are low inventory, so I can't promise you'll get the dots, but you will get an embellishment when you spend $50 or more, and that is on my online store, and the link will be in the comments section. Well, let's get down to business, because you don't want to hear me just talk all day. Let's craft. Okay, here we go. Okay, my dog's barking. You know what's going to happen is, oh, what are they called? UPS is going to deliver while I'm up here and then not leave my package. I've got a Stampin' Up order on the way. So for this first one, we are going to use basic white thick cardstock. That is this one. And all the card bases are 8.5 by 5.5 and scored at 4 1/4 or folded in half. Okay. And then we have got some super cute designer series paper, and that is 3 3/4 by 5. And if you'll notice these little flowers, we have this die set. This die set is gorgeous if you haven't seen it. The Irresistible Blooms die set. Look at these, so fun. And the dies coordinate with the flowers on the cardstock, on the DSP. You just have to line it up. So, and we've got leaves as well that coordinate with that. So for this one, we did use the TaylorMade Tags dies, and we did one in Crumb Cake and one in Basic White. And then we did do another layer of Basic White, and that is at 4 by 5 1/4. So this is a nice, easy card. All of these 4 cards I'm going to show you today are nice and easy. And again, you can take these and change it up any old way you like. And look at the back of that paper too while we're at it. Just check that out. That almost looks like a sunrise coming up. Need some birds flying or something. Okay, sorry. You ever get like, my mind just went on tangent. Okay, so, oh, you could put the little journey, what's the little, along for the journey? The little people. That would be a cute outline. But anyway, you can change this up simply by changing the DSP. You can even leave it white. Change the DSP, change the sentiment. You've got a brand new card. Just use the layouts. Then we're going to get some twine. I'm going to wrap it around twice. And maybe a little longer on this end. Here we go. And we're just going to tie a bow. It doesn't matter where you've got it right now because we can just slide that down. I'll probably put it down a little further. Let's see if I can get this bow going. There we go. So I hope none of you had to deal with that severe weather. I know probably a lot of you did because that went quite a lot over the United States. All this tornado weather, tornado alerts and stuff. Not fun. So I hope everyone is safe. Just trim that. And then we can throw some dimension. Oh, girl, don't tie that yet. That's okay. I'll come back to that in a second. I'm gonna leave it as it is. It's fine. And then I am gonna put some dimensionals down, and I am going to pop them over that to help keep that in place. And I know I go a little crazy. Go a little dimensional crazy. But I prefer, you know, to have more than less. Because I think sometimes if you don't have enough, it'll like sag down and it just doesn't give the same effect. Dimensions are a great little thing to add to your cart. I think they're only $4 for something like 300 of them. Don't quote me on that. But it's, yeah, I know you get like 3 of these sheets in each one. I think each sheet has 100 if I'm going from pure memory, which is not always the best. Okay, so we're just going to layer this on here. Then we are going to get the cute little, the font on this. Oh my gosh, I just love it. I Like You. And it's so cute. And we're going to get a little piece of, not a little piece, we're going to get this tag. And we're going to just stamp that on here. I'm going to use my little stamp pad that I have. And just because I like to use a stamp pad when using these stamps. My brain is just not working right now. Hang on, I just got a whole bunch of ink over the edges. We don't want that. Because the last thing we want is that little ring around the edge. You all know what I'm talking about when you get the ink right there. We'll just make sure that's off. That stamp pad is juicy. So you can just get something like that to wipe around the edge. Although I think I already got it on there. Yes. Okay, let's make sure we're up the right way. And we'll just pop that right on there. The font is just adorable. I've got a little smudge there. You know what I can do? I can just stick one of those little dots right on top of that. Now take care of that little smudge. Okay, so what I forgot to do here is we're going to undo this. And this is how I did this because I didn't want it moving around. So I layered them together and then I put a smudge of glue right here. And that way, lined them up. I only have to worry about one. It becomes like one element and it's not shifting down and moving around. And then we can tie this on. Let's redo that bow. Then getting there slowly but surely. I'm not always the fastest, am I? Then I kind of don't want it flopping like that. I don't like that. So, boom, one-dimensional, and we're done. Sweet, right? You could probably have put one up this end too. We could just lift that up. There we go. Too easy breezy. Then I'm not going to sit here and glue all these little dots. What are they called? Loose frosted dots. They're called dots. Like, they kind of remind me of the ice cream dots, but they actually come in different sizes. So, you know, there's like a larger, oh look, I don't know if you can see them. They're so teeny. Let me put them on my hand. I just lost one in my fingers. So they are different sizes there. And all I did to glue them on was just do a little smudge of this on the back. Now, let me put that down there. And it's a little finicky, like this. And then I'll just pop it on. And then set it aside and let it dry. So you can put those on. You know what? I showed you the wrong card. That's funny. Funny, not funny. This was the this was the one we're starting with. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so there. We can just put the dots on, and then that's done. Okay, number 2. And make sure we've got all your measurements here for you. This is really pretty. I love this one. So this is we're going to use soft seafoam cardstock. I don't think I use this enough, in all honesty. I really like it though. It's very what's the word I'm looking for? It's soft, like springy. I think it has a, like, this card has a very feminine feel about it, but a very fresh feel. If that makes fresh is the word I'm looking for. Kind of like an ocean breeze is that's the vibe I get from this card. Even though there's no ocean in it, I just get that ocean breeze vibe. So again, there's 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, and then we've got our 5 1/4 by 4 basic white cardstock. Then we have our layer of DSP, which is 5 1/8 by 3 7/8, and I love how we're just going to showcase, and look at the back again, so pretty. We're really just showcasing this DSP in these cards, which is just absolutely beautiful. Now, you may have heard there are 2 retired, oh, can't sound like Irish then for a second, 2 retired colors, Lost Lagoon and Pretty Peacock, that coordinate with this card set, with this DSP. And they are retired, but I'm thinking, since, you know, they bought this back, that maybe they're going to bring back that DSP when we have our color refresh. Our color refresh, it's official, it's happening. So, oh, I forgot to tell you, we're stamping in soft suede, by the way. So, yeah, it's official. We have word. Came out yesterday. I mean, we all guessed that it was happening, but it wasn't actually official. Nothing's official to Stampin' Up says it's happening. So, very excited for that. We've still got several months before we even have to worry about that. So right now, let's just focus on these gorgeous new online exclusives because they're just so pretty. Okay, so when we stamp that, stamp it towards the bottom of your little tag there. Again, oh, I just stuck my finger in it. The die is again the tailor. This is the tailor-made tags dies that we're using. Excuse me. There's a lot of pollen. I don't know if you've seen the pictures, but there is a lot of pollen in the south right now. Like the ocean is covered in pollen. It's ridiculous. It's just everywhere. Everyone's cars are yellow. Like, I keep my car in the garage. I went out. I did 2 errands. By the time I come home, my car was covered in pollen. It's a little bananas. Okay, so some dimensionals again. And we can put this on now if I'm remembering to do this correctly. Yeah, it'd be fine. And if it's not, we'll just pivot. Make it fine. Now this does have a direction to go right with the leaves, so you want to just make sure when you're cutting this that it's going the correct way. You don't want your leaves upside down, or maybe you do, I don't know, but there we go. Then we're going to get a little bit of this ribbon, and this is the Pool Party cross green ribbon. And if I can get it through this hole, go through the hole, there we go. And we'll trim that up. Just give it a quick snip with my ribbon scissors. Oh, that's crooked. Never mind. Well, I do mind. There we go. Upside down, here we go. So you'll put that through, but then we're going to take some of this linen thread and we're going to take 2 pieces of that and tie it around and tie a little bow. So this part is probably the most difficult part of this whole card kit. It's tying these bows. I struggle. The struggle is real. Get down there. So kind of just use your fingers to move it around to where you want it. And there. Cute, right? That's adorable. Then we can go ahead and put that on if we want. Let's put some more dimensionals. It's so hard doing it upside down. I'm going to turn it for a second, otherwise it's not going to make sense in my head. And we'll pop that. You can put this anywhere you want on this paper. Let's make this one. No, we'll still go this way. We do have to fit a flower on, so you're not going to want it up here or anything. You are going to want it so you have room for a flower to go on there. So we'll go about here. Then we're going to get the cute floral stamp. And again in crumb cake. Oh, I really need to stop sticking my finger in crumb cake. It's like the 3rd time I've done it. We are going to get, just stamp it one time. If you want, you could stamp off and do it. Let's see if how much softer that makes it. Yeah, it's a little too soft for me. I prefer it looking a little darker like that. I want it to kind of pop. But then you'll use the die and cut that out. And then that will give you this cute little guy here. And then we'll get a soft seafoam light blender pen. And I'm going to color in this whole thing light. Really quick as I can. You could leave a little bit of white if you wanted to. Then we'll get the soft seafoam dark, and using the finer tip, I just go over where the lines are. I'm going to go darker in the middle. Just put it everywhere where those little ink lines are. Do it a little bit here, a little bit there. And it should give it, I know it might not be showing up on camera, but it is giving it some shading. Then get your fine tip on your light one. Let's see if we can even see what's going on there. Do we see that? I hope so. Then you get this little one and you do little circles. And the circles help blend the dark to the light. So just give it a little blend. Because you don't really, like, you can see the lines, but you don't want the lines. You want it blended. That's why they're called Stampin' Blends. There we go. Okay, almost there. Now let me show you these dies again, because they are just so cute. So we've got all these leaf dies in here. So these will already be cut out for you in your kit. You're welcome. It's a lot of die cutting, I tell you. But they are so cute. So you have 3 and they're different. This one's actually a different shape. And these are this one's slightly bigger than that one. And then you have 3 of these. No, 3 of these. 1, 2, 3 of those as well. So it is good that you have multiples. I do like that. Good job Stampin' Up. Then next we will get these 2 and glue them to each other. Just a little touch of glue right there. We'll pop that down. And then we're going to glue them to our flower. I think about there. So just again a little touch of glue. And we'll stick those right there. Then, oh, this one's upside down. There's a slight difference that you can tell when you die cut them. Well, let's just quickly redo that. Again, this is why I like wet glue, because you can quickly fix any boo-boos. There we go. Okay, now if you flip that over, get your dimensional and pop that right over top of that. That'll keep that nice and secure as well. So a couple of dimensionals there. And sorry, someone just sent me a Facebook message. Had to make sure it wasn't anything important. And then we will stick these there. And then you get, they have the blue dots in here. They're so cute. They're so fun. And they look so great on the cards, honestly. So if you want these, order today. They are like low inventory. I went to order Milky Dots last night. I had them in my cart, the Milky Dots from the mini. And then I forgot to check out. I got distracted. I was like, you know what? I'll do it in the morning. Came down this morning and guess what? Sold out. So if you want it, don't wait. Okay, going back to this one. Hang on, I need a sip of coffee. All the little bunny ears is keeping it nice and warm. Love it. Okay, so our layers in this one, 8.5, 5.5, 4.25. Score that down. And then we've got our basic white. And these are all, the same measurements. It's great. So if you're doing a bunch of these, you can literally do up a stack as you're doing them. So we've got 5.25 by 4, and then we've got 3.75 by 5, and we can just layer them down together. And you see this paper, it's got the same pattern as this really fun die here. It is so fun. Oh, I hope this stays in the online exclusives for a while, because I really, really, really love this set. And which is funny, because when I first saw it, we were able to pre-order February 1st, and I was like, oh, I don't know about this. Like, who needs another floral set? Apparently I do. So it's just really pretty. And the funny thing about floral sets is they're all so different. You think, oh, it's a flower, a flower's a flower. But when you start looking and comparing at the sets, they're also different and unique. You know, I don't know. I have a problem. I love Stampin' Up way too much. Okay, I don't think that's a thing. I don't think you can love it way too much. There we go. Okay, so quick and easy, just layer that down. Again, I mean, if you don't want to use dimensionals here, you could just pop it down, you know, with some glue and lay it flat. But I do want a little bit of lift. Then, here's the fun part, is all these flowers here are die cut out of the DSP. And we have 2 different size flowers as well. You see that? So, those dies coordinate with that DSP. And you will get these cut out for you in your kit when you place your order on my online store. And then we'll use all these little bits too. So it's just a whole bunch of die cutting. The only stamping on this entire card is the thank you sentiment, which is just really, this font, seriously, it's just got me like, ooh. So again, we're going to use crumb cake, and we're going to do that really pretty font onto this die, and this is from Something Fancy's die. Cute. Okay. So the only thing you need in this to make this card when you get it in your kit is a sentiment. You know, and you could do that in black too. It doesn't have to be in the crumb cake. Was I saying soft suede this whole time? Crumb cake. Crumb cake, crumb cake, crumb cake. I am so sorry. It's crumb cake. Good gravy. They're very similar, let's be real. No. So we're going to kind of figure out where we want to place these flowers. And we're going to put one on the bottom. We're going to make sure they all fit. That one's upside down. Kind of just figuring out. There we go. Something like this. That'll work. It's really, you know, doesn't have to be, don't overthink it, just do it. So we're going to lay the big one flat up in this corner. I think I'll put it at an angle. I am looking upside down, so we'll see how this goes. And then we'll do this one. I'm going to angle it in the opposite direction. And there are some that you can, they're on the edge, and you can actually die cut it, and the edge will be like straight here, and then just line it up to the edge there. Okay, and then we're going to put in some of these flowers with now with this, put your dimensionals in the middle. There's a reason for this. It'll make sense in a minute. You could probably get away with one, but I'm just going to put 2. So put the dimensionals in the center. Okay. Then I'm going to go a little bit the opposite way. And then just going to make sure it's on the card. Okay, let's move this one over a bit. I want it a little bit more there. Not so linear. There we go. I like that better. So, then we have a big leaf. We're going to put a little on the top. I'm going to put some on the top and on the bottom. I'm going to stick it in here. And this is why I didn't want those dimensionals on the edge. I mean, yeah, so I can tuck them underneath there. There we go. And then we'll grab this one. And we're just going to do the same with all these. And we can even put this together. Which way looks best? I think the thicker end at the bottom looks best. It's almost like a teardrop. We'll just stick these under here if they can get off. They're kind of a little stuck to my finger right now. Hang on. There we go. And what else? We'll do one down the bottom. You see, but what I'm trying to talk about is teardrop is I'm saying it kind of goes to a point down here and it's like rounder at the bottom. So you could use it either way. I think this way actually looks better with the little point at the top. But it's just up to you. It doesn't really matter. In my opinion, it does not matter. It's going to look adorable either way. Oh, get in there. Then we have our sentiment. Getting there, getting there. And we're going to put this, whoops. Going to put this about here. And then we've got 2 pieces of that linen thread. And we will... Okay, I should have got my bow maker for this. Oh no. Oh yes. I looked over and I saw it. I was like, thank you. Thank you, bow maker. I love my bow maker. If you want one, let me know. Send me a message. I can hook you up. Look at that. Boom. Double bow. Done. That quickly and cutely. And then we're going to get our mini glue dot. We're almost done. We're on number 3. And number 4 is nice and easy too. This one just takes a little longer because you've got all the little gluing of the pieces. Little putting everything together kind of thing. And then we will take these. And we can tuck them. Let's put a little bit of glue on there. Wait for it. Tuck it right under there. Boom. There we go. Or you can put it right under the glue too, under the bow, I should say. Could put it right here. We could put the glue dot on it. Ah, look at that. There we go. So you can actually use that mini glue dot to hold those down too. And then have it like that. I think that looks better on top. Okay, and then again, frosted dots. And we've got one more to do. You're doing good. You're hanging in there. We're almost there. We're almost home. Oh, and we're only at 35 minutes. I feel like I'm taking forever today, but I'm actually going not too shabby. Okay. I know I still don't have anyone joining me today yet, but if you're watching on replay, please pipe in with some comments. I would love to hear what you think. And then we have this Irresistible Blooms. Why did I say that? I'm looking at the screen and it read Irresistible Blooms and my mind just went there. Oh my goodness, don't mind me. Okay, so the paper is actually called Hello Irresistible Designer Series paper. It's just so cute. And this looks like it's stamped on there, but it's not. This is actually, this is the paper, how it comes, but it shows you how you could take some paper and stamp on it and have that kind of background too. So adorable, right? Love that die. So that die, let me just show you that one. It's probably my favorite. It was like the #1 reason I wanted this suite was this die here. It is just so fun. How cute. It's like a peekaboo die. Peekaboo? Peekaboo. Peekaboo. Excuse me. And I just love it. I love how intricate it is. And again, in your kit, that will be die cut for you. It'll all be done. So you just kind of come in and put it together. You will need, you know, I suggest you go out and get the suite so you have everything and you can make more of these because, oh my goodness, these can be used for birthday cards. They're very, to me, this paper just lends itself to so many kind of different occasions. And I think it's really an all occasions type paper. But these, you know, all kinds of happy things, but it also has that soft side to it. I think, like, you know, with a sympathy, this could easily be a sympathy card. Easy. So I love it. Anywho, moving on. Okay, so we've got, again, our basic thick white card stock, and then we do have our basic white card stock, and this is 3.5 by 4 3/4, and I die cut it. Not this one. I don't know why I have this. That's an extra piece. Okay, so I've already die cut it for us, and isn't it just so fun? Look at that. And you can see there's actually a back and a front to the die, and you'll be able to see that by looking at it. It's actually the embossed side is facing up and the debossed side is facing down. And then there's super cute paper. Oh my, I mean, I almost feel a little sad and guilty covering it, but it's just so cute. I think it could also be like a under the sea oceanic kind of thing happening in here. Oh, the little back to the turtle. On Tuesday I was talking about the turtle. So yeah, this is really cute, and this is 3 3/4 by 5. So we're just going to pop this down on here. Oh, look at the back. Oh my goodness, so much paper. I'm going to make a bunch of cards with the different paper and this design here, because I just love it. I think it's just fun and cute. Okay, so I'm just making sure, because I was like, I cut that extra piece, but do I need it? No, I don't. Okay, just making sure. We're going to pop that on there. Cute. It is so dark outside. That storm is going to get us. Okay, then dimensionals. Again, now this is where, you know, if you get to the end of the dimensionals like this, this is where you can easily just get your snips and cut pieces, or you can even just tear it with your fingers, okay? And then you just have like these skinny long bits, but they work fine. I'm going to stick one right here just because I want it raised around that little edge there. Okie dokie. We'll put this down. And this one's so easy. Cut 3 pieces of paper. There is some die cutting. There's nothing hard about these cards. The hardest thing, other than tying those finicky bows, is probably just the die cutting of it all. Hang on. Let me just stand up while I place this. There is quite a bit of die cutting. How cute is that? Oh my goodness, it's my favorite for sure. Then we are going to stamp some leaves. Now this is where we use, let's get the right name of the stamp set, Evening Evergreen. And we're going to get this leaf, which also has a die cut. And if you stamp off, Evening Evergreen is kind of like a little bit darker, but if you stamp it off, it looks a lot like Pretty Peacock. So stamp off, and voila. Perfect. So again, get your Evening Evergreen and just stamp it off, and you get a color that complements this one quite well. And then you're going to die cut the leaf piece. Oops, my finger's stuck in there. Now, I will die cut these pieces for you, but it'll just look like this. Oh, well, I stamped it twice. It won't look like that. It'll look just white. It'll look like that, but die cut. So, that was funny. But it will not have any stamping in it. So you can leave it blank if you want. You can color it. You can do what you want if you're not purchasing that coordinating stamp set. But I suggest getting the Irresistible blooms so that you can make more of these gorgeous cards, because they are so pretty. And we do want to do our sentiment, and that is in Crumb Cake. Let's get it right. And we've got a little piece of, it's just a 3/4 inch strip of basic white. And let me stand up for this. We're just going to stamp that. Hello. Does everyone think Lionel Richie when they see the word hello, or is it just me? I have been watching American Idol, so he's, you know, kind of top of mind. And we'll just do a snip and a kind of try to get it around the right way. We're just gonna snip. So not a lot of stamping, which is fantastic. Sometimes, you know, it's just fun to do it quick and easy without having to worry. We're going to put a dimensional on the back of that. And we're going to slide that under there a little bit. And I'm going to put it about here. Then we've got our leaf that we die cut out. Then we've got another 2 leaves. Again, they're one's slightly bigger than the other, but it's very hard to tell. Like, let me show you how close in size these are. I don't know if you can see that. Super, super close. There is a slight difference in size. So it doesn't really matter. So we will take the leaf. And I think it just went off camera. Sorry. Just putting a little bit of glue there. And we'll put one underneath. And then we can put one on top. A little bit of glue. We're almost home free. And we're going to have these adorable cards to show. And then if you want, you could stick a dimensional here. But I think I'm just going to put a touch of glue. It's going to put a dollop of glue and adhere it right to the end of that hello. And then we will get our double bows with the linen. Bring back in our trusty bow maker. Oh my gosh. We wrap it around. We go over. I might have cut this one too short. We go through. When I make my kits, I do cut a little longer in the, when I include the ribbons and threads. Oh, so this exact thing does not happen to you. That is happening to me right now. So it's coming through. Here we got it. There we go. Because there's nothing worse than trying to tie a bow with a little short piece of ribbon. There we go. Okay, and good old mini glue dots. We will pop this on right here. And there we have it. And then, of course, your frosted dots. And you can pop them wherever you like. And you're done. That's it. How fun are these cards? And one was stuck under the other one. Again, you can get all the makings, all the fixings. That's how they say it in America, right? In the South, all the fixings to make this kit, except for stamped images, and you won't have the loose frosted dots. I will try to get, if you spend $50 or more, use that host code in the link, then I'll try to get you the frosted dots if I can. If I can't, then I will send you something else that's going to be cute and going to coordinate with this card suite. So there you have it. Irresistible blooms while supplies last is all we know. Online, in the online exclusive store, there is some cute rhinos in there that I feel I may have to do a card glass with. They're adorable. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend, a wonderful week. And I will catch you back on Tuesday for Technique Tuesday. Thanks so much for watching. And if you're on YouTube and you haven't hit that subscribe button, please go click it now. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.